Hello, and welcome to the Chef Studio. I'm Chef Monica, the General Mills dedicated K-12 chef. Today, I'm celebrating National Dairy Month. Did you know National Milk Month started way back in 1937? In 1939, the name changed to National Dairy Month. Broadening from milk to dairy means that yogurt and cheese were invited to the party too. Yoplait USA became part of General Mills in 1977, but the Yoplait name emerged in 1965 from a French dairy co-op. This funny little cow was one of the first Yoplait logos. That changed over time to the familiar five-petal flower. But enough of the history lesson. Let's turn to Leslie Shirey, a registered dietitian with the Bell Institute of Nutrition, for our nutrition lesson.
For decades, milk and milk products have been a key food group in dietary guidance, and this is true in school meals too. Milk has been part of the school meal program dating back to when it started. And no surprise, as many of you know, dairy provides calcium, vitamin D, phosphorus, magnesium, and protein, all key nutrients kids need to build strong bones. Unfortunately, we also know fluid milk intake has been decreasing in kids, and particularly as kids move into their teen years, we see milk intake go down even further. School meals are a great place to help kids get the dairy they need. In fact, studies have shown kids who participate in the school meal program get more dairy than those who don't. There's some easy ways to incorporate it. Of course, there's cereal and milk. Our 2-ounce equivalent cereal cups are designed to hold a cup of milk, and kids who eat cereal get more dairy in their diet than those who don't. And yogurt. Did you know yogurt eaters are 4 times more likely to get the recommended amount of dairy when compared to those who don't eat yogurt? Chef Monica is going to show you some fun and delicious ideas to use yogurt in your school meal programs. And now, back to Chef Monica for the day's cooking lesson.
Thank you, Leslie. I love how we weave nutrition and culinary together. School menus combine both of these subjects, and so do we. The first concepts I want to show you are a couple of yogurt-based sauces, dips, or dressings, and how to use them for menu ideas that your students should enjoy. Now, you might expect these to be sweet because I'm preparing them using Yoplait Vanilla Parfait Pro. Surprise! I've developed 2 savory sauces with flavors that blend very nicely with the creamy sweetness of vanilla yogurt. As an added bonus, these low-fat yogurt sauces deliver those important dairy benefits Leslie mentioned. Plus, they're lower in sodium than many commercially prepared dressings. I'm going to show you small batches of 2 recipes, maple mustard and sriracha, kid favorites for sure. Both of these recipes start with the same base of vanilla yogurt, lemon juice with added onion and garlic powders. Lots of flavor impact with no added salt. For the maple mustard, I add some spicy brown mustard. Any type of brown mustard you have will work, just not the bright yellow hot dog style mustard. Then I stir in maple syrup. Honey would work too. Let this sit overnight so the flavors can blend. The sriracha is even easier. To the base of vanilla yogurt, lemon juice, onion, and garlic powders, I add sriracha and stir. Again, this gets better when it sits overnight. Both of these dressings have that sweet yet spicy flavor profile that is popular with students. Unlike a lot of dressings, though, you can be comfortable serving your students a quarter or even a half a cup of these. But what do you serve with them? I had two ideas, a chicky grain bowl and a peppy turkey Swiss cheese sandwich. While each dressing will pair with either one, I like the sriracha served as a dip with the sandwich. For the flattened biscuffin, I baked Pillsbury Easy Split biscuit dough between two sheet pans for a take on an English muffin. This uses the biscuit dough you already have in your freezer. Split the biscuit while it is still warm. Then layer on turkey, a bit of pepperoni, and of course, your dairy product, Swiss cheese. Wrap these and serve warm with the sriracha sauce. Veggies dress up the sandwich and can be used with the dip. I paired the maple mustard sauce with the chicky grain bowl. I started with the base of brown rice, then added grilled chicken strips, spinach, and tomatoes, and of course, topped it off with grated mozzarella cheese. To serve a vegetarian option of the chicky bowl, switch out the chicken strips for chickpeas. The next ideas I want to show you are for cheesecake parfaits. Think of these as traditional parfaits turned on their head. To make the cheesecake filling for these, I've mixed softened, fat-free cream cheese with yogurt. The ratio is 2 ounces of cream cheese for each 4 ounces of yogurt. Before you start, make sure the fat-free cream cheese is softened. If you try to mix it while it's still chilled, it winds up looking a little bit like cottage cheese. This little batch will make 2 ounces, one for me and one for Leslie. Now, so you know, the cream cheese does not credit toward a meal component, but it will earn you bonus credit with your students. Obviously, for a full-size batch, it's easier to use a mixer or a food processor. I've used strawberry for this parfait, but vanilla or blueberry yogurts are really good options too. Once the cheesecake filling is smooth, build your parfait. Start by placing 1 ounce, about 1/3 a cup of Nature Valley oat and honey granola in the bottom of a 12-ounce cup. This creates your cheesecake crust. Add in 6 ounces of cheesecake filling. Finally, top your cheesecake parfait with 1/2 cup of fruit. You can add a dollop of yogurt and a bit of fruit if you want to get fancy. Sometimes I show the cheesecake parfaits in different containers, and here are some recipe variations. Cheesecake parfaits credit for 1 grain, 1/2 cup of fruit, and of course, 1 meat alternate from the dairy component, the yogurt. Thank you so much for joining us for this version of Menu Moment to celebrate National Dairy Month.